Today, I'm going to walk you through my piebald ball python breeding projects. I'm going to show you the animals that I have, the goals that I have for this year, and the future goals of where this project is going to take me.
Proper Royals!
What's up, everybody? It's Adam at Proper Royals. Thank you for joining me today, and cheers to you wherever you are out there. I want to give a big shout out to Michael Singley and his family. Michael and his family cut out a little bit of time each of the weeks, I guess, whenever the videos are posted to watch my videos as a family, and that just brightens my day. That's a huge compliment. Thank you all. And I am working on the music mix and editing. Hopefully always getting better, but thanks for being a part of the journey with me. So today I want to tell you all about my piebald breeding project. Piebald is the full word for the nickname pied, which is kind of what we call it in the hobby. So pied ball pythons. Pied is the effect of the white splotches. So you have patterns with big splotches of white on them. I want to show you a real world example of how I've gotten started and how I'm advancing my plans and some of the things that I've learned along the way. Piebald is a recessive trait. Recessives need one gene of the recessive gene from both parents. So if both parents contribute, in this case, a pied gene, a pied recessive gene, you'll get what's called a visual. You will be able to see the piebald expression in the animal. If only one parent contributes the piebald gene, you get what is called a het, or short for heterozygous. Means that animal carries the gene, but you can't see it, okay? Why would that be valuable? Well, the visuals cost a whole lot of money because they're sort of already made. The hets you can buy much more affordably, and you can strategize how you will build your project. It takes a little bit longer, but there's benefits to it. I'm gonna cover all of that today. Let's get right to it. I wanna introduce you first to my 5 snakes in my piebald project. I have 3 females and I have 2 males, all to varying degrees of recessive genes. So some of them are double recessives, and to varying degrees of dominant genes that are visual with only one expression from the parent in there. My females are up first. So this is my big mature female. She is just about to go into shed. So I'm gonna up her humidity and not mess with her too much. I did feed all of these animals last night, so I'm not gonna hold them much today either. This girl is a normal het-pied het albino, double recessive het. She is mature and she is breeding this season. What a bonus pickup that I was able to score when I scored her. This one is called Cleo. Cleo is also a het. You're gonna notice a trend here. These are actually all het pieds. I don't own any visual pieds. We got a lot to learn and a long way to go then, but I can tell you I'll have quick results this year. I'm excited for that. She is a yellow belly and she is an ENCHI. So you can see some of these broad washed out patterns that almost look like little towers there on the side. And she is a troublemaker. She is very difficult to get to feed regularly. It will be at least another year before I can breed her. So we need to bear that in mind on the breeding project as well. This one is called Juno. Very different looking, yes. She was a visual lavender albino. She is 66% het likelihood. So that means statistically, she has a 66% chance of being het for piebald. Hopefully she proves out that she is het for piebald, but if she's not, I have breeding plans for her. She'll still be a big part of the projects going forward. If you know a little bit about piebald or breeding and breeding projects with piebalds, you start to probably see where I go. I'm working some double recessive goals into this project. So those are my 3 females. She is very young. However, she eats voraciously. She's a little over a year away from ready to breed as well. I predict with the way that she eats. That could always change. There she is, and that's Juno. All right, now on to my 2 males. If you're not familiar with breeding projects, generally you would have more females than males. You can breed males to, ideally about 3 females a year, but honestly you can go up from that, lower number of times that they breed, but a wider swath. So 3 is a nice consistent numbers to not overwhelm the male. So my first male, later this year, he could breed. It's early in the year. You know, he eats incredibly well. He'll be mature when I need him to be. His name is Jethro. I don't know if you can see his eyes. Jethro's eyes are just a stunner. Jethro is het lavender albino, so we had the visual female, and he's also het pied. Another double recessive built into this pied project as well with Jethro. All right, and this guy, he just ate last night too. This guy is Johnny. He is a single gene, single dominant gene. He's an orange dream. I don't know how well you can see all of his colors, but he's just a vibrant, beautiful snake. Just a single gene, but he's one of my favorite males, just how he looks. Look at this guy. Het pied. Het recessive, just one single recessive, and a single dominant orange dream. One of my favorite morphs. All right, so now that you've met all the players in the game on this breeding project, let's go through what my year one, we'll call this year right here, right now, my year one, and then we'll talk about year two. So let's talk about these pairings. This year, 2021, I'm gonna produce eggs, I hope, assuming I can make some eggs or that the Mother Nature makes some eggs for me, with the pairing of het pied, het albino, to Orange Dream het pied. So Johnny's the male, Orange Dream het pied, and Persephone's the female, het pied, het albino. So my goal is an Orange Dream piebald visual. Orange Dream visual piebald, and the best case scenario would be an Orange Dream piebald that is het albino. Genetically, that's a very long shot. I have a 25% chance of hitting a visual piebald, and I have a 1 in 8 chance of hitting the Orange Dream piebald. That means I have a 1 in 16 chance of hitting the Orange Dream piebald albino. But if I can get a male, then we could talk about our goals in 2022. It's 2021 right now, so this year, that's my biggest goal. That's the only pairing of the pied project that's currently underway. The rest are all future plans, which will be 2022 before any of them are mature. In the next year, the hypothetical male that I think that I'll get from this year's pairing. So let's say that I get the Orange Dream piebald and it's het albino, just for fun, and it's a male. Here's the good news. Now I've got a visual, so my odds of producing more visuals will go up in 2022. So this hypothetical visual Orange Dream male that I'm gonna hold back, and hopefully he's het albino, I'm gonna breed that back to the same female. I'm gonna line breed them right back to the same female with the goal of an Orange Dream albino pied. I've only got a 1 in 16 chance of hitting the Orange Dream pied albino, going visual and het to het. It's a long shot, but it's amazing that in a pied project with hets in just my second year, I'm already talking about even a possible visual double recessive. So I'm really excited about that. So don't get too bogged down if you keep saying, man, I'm not patient enough for hets. So in year two, I will be aiming for that Orange Dream albino piebald. Very cool goal. The second cool thing is that my lavender albino that's visual, she's 66% het pied. I have no idea if she'll prove. 2 out of 3 chance that she'll prove. But let's say that she proves het pied. I am going to breed her with the male het pied het lavender albino. If you're not familiar, be prepared to have your mind blown with this next picture. That is what we call the Dreamsicle. The Dreamsicle is a lavender albino piebald. It's a double visual recessive. It's an incredible snake. They are, talk about what I can't afford out of the gate. They're incredibly expensive. Go over to Morph Market and check them out. But they're beautiful. They're incredible animals, and I cannot wait to be participating in that project in our industry. Breeding ball pythons teaches you patience. It seems like forever. 2 years seems like forever away. Those 2 hets, juveniles, are gonna be ready by the end, middle of next year. it's gonna go like that. They will be ready, and I'll be talking Dreamsicles in only the second year. So that's incredible. I'm excited for that. The other cool thing from that pairing is I might not get Dreamsicles. I might miss on the Dreamsicle. The odds are very, very low on that. 1 in 8 chance that I would hit Dreamsicle on that pairing out of the gate. However, I could get visual lavender albinos, visual pieds, and to varying degrees of het of the other recessive as well. So these are still powerful clutches, powerful holdbacks, and powerful opportunities to sell into the market to help other people's projects go along the way as well. The third pairing for next year that I'm pretty excited about as well would be a hypothetical male that I hope to produce this year that becomes mature to breed for next year, paired with my female ENCHI yellow belly het pied. That would produce an incredible Orange Dream ENCHI yellow belly pied. Look at that animal. What a cool goal. What a cool possibility. Those 3 goals in just my second year of the pied breeding project. Don't be afraid of the hets. Jump in with the het. Again, there's very cool options that can come out of that clutch as well. Even if I don't hit my goal, Orange Dream yellow belly, Orange Dream pied, yellow belly pied, ENCHI pied. Those all do very, very, very cool things to piebald. So altogether, it's amazing, but individually, those are very, very great genes to get into the piebald game with. You could see from there, that's only the first 2 years. We've got a whole lifetime left with these snakes and these animals. The hobby is going to be very cool. This project is going to be very cool. Take a look at these videos to keep up with all that we're doing here at Proper Royals and to see where these projects go in the future. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.